What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm here with
Gersh1.
Once again, answering your questions in another episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. That is what Faking It 66 did. He asks, does the Dark Mechanicus still worship the Machine God, even though they're sworn their loyalty to the Chaos Gods? Yes. So the Dark Mechanicus... Well, let's talk about the Adeptus Mechanicus first. The Adeptus Mechanicus worships the Omnissiah in that they believe that the Emperor and the Omnissiah are one and the same. When you break off of the Adeptus Mechanicus or their beliefs and you worship the Omnissiah solely as a god, like away from the Emperor, not a part of the Emperor, that's when you get into the Dark Mechanicus. They worship the Omnissiah as its own god, separate from the Emperor, which is blasphemous because of the treaty at Olympus Mons, which said that they can continue to worship in the Omnissiah, but they need to understand that the Emperor is
The Omnissiah.
Or a part of the Emperor is a part of the Omnissiah, or vice versa.
Right, because the Machine God, like, how do I put it? The machine spirit has been given to any type of robotic because of the Machine God. So that would mean that the Emperor, part of his power not only is going to, like, the Saint Celestine and all those guys, but his power is also being divided to machines. And in my opinion, that doesn't really make sense. Like, why? But hey, it's a treaty. That's how treaties go. And at the same time, chaos kind of... They probably don't even know about that treaty, so...
Yeah. Their hands are kind of tied in that situation. Both the Imperial Creed and the Adeptus Mechanicus because of that treaty.
Right.
Next question. Keeping it in the theme of machines. Faking It... No. Where did it go? Oh, okay. Faking It 66. Do the Tech Marines of each Space Marine chapter believe in and worship the Machine God? They don't worship the Machine God. They take in everything that the Adeptus Mechanicus gives them.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I think they are just like Space Marines that believe that the God Emperor is not divine.
The line is being blurred in so many ways here.
Yeah. Next question.
This one's by Damian Henderson. Are there any Space Marine chapters that revere Dreadnoughts so much that they try to inter themselves as soon as possible? So yeah, basically to be in a Dreadnought, you have to be mortally wounded. Like have like your arms and legs blasted off to the point where you're not combat ready anymore. But you're still capable of still serving the Emperor. So to do that, that's when they put you in the sarcophagus. It's basically life support, and then they inter you into the Dreadnought chassis. And you can keep on fighting that way. But as far as I know, like you can't just say, I want to be in a Dreadnought, put me in there. Like you gotta fall in combat to do that.
Yeah, because you have to look at being being a Dreadnought as a high honor. It means that like they did so much. Like your chapter realized that you are such an amazing fighter, or you are so devoted to the Imperium that they put you in a machine that's gonna allow you to continue to live and to continue to fight. And you have to remember that being a Dreadnought doesn't necessarily... It's not a good thing. It's a good thing to a Space Marine because they can continue to fight, and a Space Marine is just built to fight.
Right.
But you're on a life support system, and most Dreadnoughts are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're not all the way there because they get powered down for...
like centuries.
Yeah, so, like, you're waking up, and you're just, like... It's not really the person that was there when they initially died or whatever.
Which kind of sucks, because like if you think about Bjorn fought next to, Lehman Russ, and now they basically take out Bjorn to inspire the neophytes who are going to become Space Wolves soon. And it's like, oh, so he's just a glorified storyteller? Like, come on, put him out in the field.
Yeah. Next question.
Another one by Damian Henderson. So Terra was able to launch the Great Crusade after thousands of years behind Warp Storm. Could there be a similar planet out there that could still be a threat to the Imperium? So yeah, Warp Storms are a thing. They could last hours, days, weeks, even years. So it definitely is a potential thing to think about, that if a certain sector of the galaxy is being cut off by warp storms, like the one that literally split the galaxy in two, then yeah, we could face something that the galaxy has never seen, and it could be a threat depending on how much time they've had to basically prosper in this secluded space. But at the same time, the rest of the galaxy is also in turmoil, so it'll be a threat, maybe, but at the same time, like, the greater galaxy is more of a threat.
Yeah. Next question comes from Daniel Hogan. Would you believe that the Grey Knights and Exorcists ever absorbed one or the other? They seem like the two chapters would grow stronger in their competitive mission together. So the Grey Knights and the Exorcists. I remember doing the 40 facts on the Exorcists, but I think the Exorcists have a successor chapter of... They're a successor chapter of... I can't remember. Shit, never mind.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about the Exorcists, except that they spin their heads and they throw up. But, yeah, the Grey Knights, they're supposed to be a secret, but with the whole Gilliman thing, they're, like, out in the open fighting chaos. So I don't know if they're a secret anymore, but, it probably won't happen.
Yeah, probably not. Next question comes from Pineapple. Which faction would you want to get a bonus unit, and what unit? Well, obviously for me, Orcs. And that bonus unit would be... That's a tough question. Maybe something else that has a strong... No, never mind. Because I was going to say like a strong gun. But like the mech guns, the rockets, the death copters, all those already have pretty strong. Like I wish
something that hits more consistent.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, don't like Gretchen, like what are those things called? Killicons? Aren't they more consistent?
Yeah, but they have they have a rule where if one of them dies, you have to roll, and they might run away. I think they run away really easily, and they're slow.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. What about you?
I'd have to stick with the Tau, and I'd go with the auxiliaries and give them some aquatic race. Because water needs to be represented in 40K.
That's funny. Next question.
This one is by FakinIt66. Which Primarch did Drago destroy? And why would he destroy a Primarch when they're both on the same side? So I think you're getting it twisted, my boy. We were talking about how Drago can take on demon Primarchs. Shown in the fact where he beat Mortarion, as Mortarion was like on the ground. He climbs on top of him, like steps on his head while he carves his name into Mortarion's heart. Like, that's just disrespectful.
And OP, and doesn't sound real.
Yeah, it's like Gilliman probably wouldn't even be able to do that. He didn't, because he fought Mortarion, and he wasn't able to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, how can Drago do something like this?
Yeah. Whoever's, checking up on all that type of lore within GW really messed up. It should have been like, whoa, you can't write that.
Yeah, it's like, that's too much. Yeah. But it sounds cool, so keep it in.
Next question comes from Defool06. Why there isn't any Imperial Guard regiment from Terra that is on par with the Death Corps, Cadia, or Catachan regiments when it comes to badassery? Think of the individuals from Terra as like the guards at, is it Buckingham Palace? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The ones with the little cones?
Yeah.
Like in reality, they're just there to serve a purpose of like...
they're there to send a message.
Yeah. It's more fluffiness than it is like real badassery. And that's what Terra is. All of Terra is protected not just like by the things that orbit Terra, but like all the planets before Terra are crazy strong. You have Jupiter, you have Saturn, you have the moon and then you have Mars. So in order to get to Terra, like
it's hard.
Yeah, so you have like the people that the regiments or the Planetary Defense Force of Terra is really just there for show.
Yeah, think of like the higher ups in the military. Like they don't really see combat on a daily basis because they're so high up.
Yeah,
that's what the grunts are for.
Yeah.
So in reality, probably Cadia has better troops than like you said, Jupiter and all that stuff, because they're more on the outer rings, and like they get more attacks and more combat.
Yeah, and they did because Cadia's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
This one is by, once again, Damien Henderson. Can the pilots of Imperial Knights and Titans, or are they able to enter and exit their war machines? Or are they permanently stuck in?
The Titans?
Titans and Imperial Knights. I know in Imperial Knights they can go in and out willy-nilly. When it comes to Titans, I don't think so.
Yeah, they're stuck in.
Yeah, especially if you've seen Hell's Reach. Really good fan animation. You guys should check it out. There is a Titan that shows up, and like the
Princeps?
The Princeps, that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's like interred into it.
It's a she.
It is a she.
Hashtag representation. Next question comes from D406. Do Space Marines wear underwear underneath their power armor? Kinda.
It's like a mix of boxers and briefs.
They like to call it the black carapace.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a bodysuit that helps them connect to the machine spirit of their power armor. So yeah.
So basically they wear long underwear.
Yeah. That must be so uncomfortable. Next question.
C-Mac. What's the next army you want to start collecting? Whew, I gotta finish a lot before I start on the next army. Because so we're about to play a game of 40K today. And I was getting all my units out for the Tau. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had this unit. Or like, I need more of these. And it's like, I gotta up my Tau game.
Yeah. I should do that. But I'm not. Like, I really want to start another army. What that army is going to be, I don't know.
Harlequins.
Not Harlequins.
Just buy the start collecting set and that's all the models they have.
It really is, yeah. That must be a pain to, like, play with, the Harlequins. Because they have, like, really elaborate poses. And I feel like you drop one of those, an arm is breaking off. Mm-hmm. Or, like, a head will, like, roll off or something.
Because a lot of them, they're, like, jumping and stuff. So that means they're not really secure to the base. Because it's just, like, a thin piece of plastic holding it together.
Yeah, and based on how I play my orcs, I don't think, like, I'm the type of player that would do well with those types of models. Because I usually just, like, push my models. Because I'm dealing with 30 boys. Well, overall, like, over 100. But, like, yeah, I'm just... pushing.
Moving those models one by one is going to take forever.
Yeah.
But I'd say if I had to start one, I'm really looking into like the Wraith units for Eldar. Like having Wraith Guard, Wraith Knights, and then have them supplemented by jet bikes. So that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah. Last question. Do you have one?
I do not.
I have one from... Michael Howe. What were some of the allies of the Emperor throughout history? I know aliases. Sorry. What were some of the aliases of the Emperor throughout history? I know he was Alexander the Great and Caesar, but who else was he? Where'd you get that? I don't think he was Alexander the Great or Caesar, because the lore of the Emperor is supposed to be that he was hiding for most of
he was
humanity.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, Alexander the Great was not behind the scenes. Neither was Caesar. So he was behind the scenes. We don't really know. Maybe he was the old lady on the grassy knoll when they assassinated JFK. We don't know who that person is. It was the Emperor. But yeah, those are the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. Don't forget we have a Patreon. Simple $1 a month helps us create more videos for you guys, and we have some giveaways going on right now, so check out all the videos that we've been posting, and like, comment, and subscribe.
As always, I am the Alchemist of Sound.
Gersh 1.
And we are out.